Good morning. Ah, I'm just here. It's so beautiful. Another walk and squawk, walk and talk. This morning I woke up nice and early, as I have been lately, with a beautiful message to share with you. And that is about manifestation and the physical body. So your physical body and your mind work together to manifest what it is that you want, to bring things into the physical. So a lot of people, they think about what they want, they meditate on what they want, and they get upset when it doesn't happen, but you have to put energy into motion. So when you think about a car, for instance, it has fuel in it, but there's a lot of parts in the car that are moving. They're moving, creating friction, creating movement, creates the energy. It's the same with electricity, it's the same with a watch, it's the same with a lot of physical things that actually function, right? That produce something. So we have to put energy into it, but we also have to create a movement. So I wanted to show you again where I am. It's just gorgeous. All the ducks on the water and everything. So it's really important to understand that the mind and the physical go together. So whilst you can think about something, you can pray for something, you have to put in an action. And one very simple, easy thing to do around that is to walk and to dedicate that walk. So we don't do it mindlessly, we do it with intention. It's the same for exercise. If you are cleaning, for instance, I like to clean. So when I'm hoovering or mopping the floor or scrubbing out the bathroom or something practical like that, and I'm a little frustrated that things aren't moving, I will just stop myself. I'll stop, take a breath, close my eyes, and talk to my body and simply state, I'm dedicating this energy that I am creating right now to the manifestation of, or to the quickening of, or the acceptance of, or the drawing to me of, right? You use your own words, and sometimes it's different words at different times that can really help you. So that's one way of doing it. And I think sometimes we forget that our body is connected so intrinsically to our brain. So we think, oh yeah, the mind, we have to will it to happen, control it and everything. And cutest little thing just went past me, cutest little doggy. So we think, we have to control it and will it and everything to make it happen. And you're in the physical, so we have to create in the physical, right? And then the other dilemma is people, like I mentioned yesterday, they say, oh, spirit has to do it. Spirit has to bring it to me and all this sort of thing. Well, what spirit will do is present you with the opportunity. They will present you with a chance meeting with an old friend that can give you the information that you need to lead you to something else. They can present you with an idea, an inspiration that you go, yeah, $1 million idea, for instance, or where to move to, or something like that. I know for me, quite a number of times they've said, Susan, perhaps you should move here. We'd like you to go here. And I'm like, no, I don't want to go there. For whatever reason, I might find the place boring or it's too far away. Or say, no, I don't want to go there. And I swear to you, I will go into a cafe and I will hear people talking about that town. Then I might turn on the TV, which I don't use anymore, but in the old days, it would be now YouTube or something, and I would see an advertisement for that place. And then I would, see a billboard with that place on it. And in the end, it would just drive me insane. And I'd say, okay, yes, I'm going. And sometimes it would feel like, why am I here? Like, why did I come here? But I might have one conversation with one person when I'm there, and they will turn around and say to me, I'm so happy I met you. You just came into my life at the right time. Oh, thank you so much. It's just to be not work, just a simple conversation with someone. especially now with things the way that they are, people are afraid, but they're not voicing it. And that's also part of the reason why we collectively feel anxiety, because a lot of people are white knuckling their anxiety. So that's how the physical body and the mind do work together. It's very simple. A lot of people like to complicate it, you know. You've got all these gurus and things going, okay, step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4. And I used to say to people, God, if look at these flowers, they're gorgeous. If I ran a workshop and told people, oh, we got to stick this crystal in your backside and that'll help you manifest, I'm sure a lot of people would, because you have to connect with your body. When you connect with your body, you're also connecting with your mind and you're understanding the messages that you're getting, right? When you connect with the messages that you're getting for yourself, they're usually right. They may not be right for someone else, you know? So the spirit and the emotions or the feelings go together. They work together. That's the feminine principle. So your spirit communicates to you or through you through your emotions. But I think that gets a little disconnected somehow. But anyway, that's what I wanted to share with you today. And I wanted to say, keep up the good thoughts, you know. When you feel yourself, and not feel yourself, when you hear yourself saying, oh, and it's easy to do, to say, oh my God, I'm so afraid, I don't know what's going to happen, is it going to get worse? Oh, it's very loud, these waterfalls here, water features. Is it going to get worse? Am I going to be safe? You are going to be safe. You are going to be safe because you're connected to yourself. If you're asking the question, you're awake. I can tell you now, in the last few days, in this place that I'm in, the reason I'm not saying where I am is because I actually don't want to be trapped. I know that's going to sound a bit strange, but I have reasons for this. But, you know, I'm in a wealthy place, wealthy country and stuff. And I'll tell you what, people are delusional. They're not asking that question. They're not thinking about it. They're not, a lot of people, you know, they honestly believe that they have all this money so they're going to be fine. I just don't connect with that. But what I'm saying is they're not asking the question. They just want everything to be the same as it always has been. And that's okay if that's your reality. I'm getting messages while I'm doing this. I'm getting messages from Yanni telling me about our little dog Harry. What a naughty boy he's being this morning. So anyway, and I've got a little corgi coming towards me who's just gorgeous too. He wants to say hello. Oh look, he's too cute, too cute. So if you're asking the question, if you're being honest with yourself and saying, I'm scared, don't think, oh my God, now I'm going to manifest it. Oh my God, I'm bringing it closer to me because I'm thinking about it. I better not think about it. I better stop thinking about it. You can do your head in. No, you can think about it. You can be honest and ask the question. You can ask the question. And then you can just take a breath. And I know I've had to do it. Just stop and take a really slow breath and say, yeah, I'm feeling really afraid at the moment of not having enough, not being safe, what's going to become of my family or my children or whatever. And just kind of close your eyes, because then you block out the outside world and any distractions. That's why we close our eyes when we meditate. We're closing off one of the biggest senses. You know, when you think about it, your primary senses, eyes, nose, ears, mouth, all direct link to the brain. Physical, yeah, they control the physical body. They control your physical reality. So sometimes you got to close your eyes, not look, breathe and go inside and say, what's happening in my physical body, which is also my physical reality. So yeah, close your eyes, take a breath, and just say, I'm feeling really afraid at the moment. And I'm asking, or I'm choosing to be calm, I'm choosing to let go of the fear right now and be calm. Or you can ask, if you feel comfortable with that, you can ask God, the divine, the angels to send you a sign, a sense of peace and calm. Bless me with peace right now. Thank you for the blessing of peace right now. You know, one of the things that I would do, because as I said, you know, when you're psychic, especially when you don't control it, like when I was younger, bad anxiety, you get really bad anxiety, you can't control it. So one of the things that I would do would just be sit there, close my eyes and say, I'm safe. Susan, you're safe. You're safe right now. Nothing's happening. Nothing's happening. And I'd really talk to myself and say, okay, no one's hurting you. You have food in the fridge. The door's closed. No one else is here. You're just here with God and you're safe. And I'll just allow that to come over me, the realization that I am okay. Now, say for instance, if I was in a situation, which all of us have been in, where I was scared, like once I went with a group of people that I knew very well to go dancing and have a drink when I was, I think I was about 19 or something. And one of the guys who I knew really well said to me, you know, we're talking about music, and in those days we had records, not even CDs. And he said, oh, you know, I've got this great record, blah, blah, blah. Why don't you come to my place and, you know, we can listen to it and whatever. I said, yeah, you know, I thought he was just a mate. So I go there, and of course, he tries to rape me. And I remember freezing and, you know, sort of saying, in a way, collecting myself. Not freezing as in, oh my God, I've just got to do what he wants me to do. I just remember my mind freezing out what was going on. And I said to myself, what do I need to do? And I just, you know, like put my knee up, kicked him and ran out the door. And it was like 2 o'clock in the morning. I was out on the road and I was hiding behind a tree because I was like shaking. And I just said, it's okay, Susan, you're safe now, you're out of there. I talked to myself. You're safe now, Susan, you're out of there, it's okay. Something's going to come, you're safe, you're safe. And can you believe this taxi driver turns up and I run out and say, taxi, and it's this Christian guy. I get in the cab and I'm shaking and my clothes were torn because the guy was quite vicious with me. And he said, oh, you know, young lady, what's happened? And I said, oh, I've just had this terrible experience. I felt I could trust him. Do you know he took me to his house with his wife? And he woke his wife up and he said, I'm turning the meter off and I'm taking you to my house to meet my wife. And for some reason I knew I was safe. And his wife gave me a cup of tea and she calmed me down. And they said to me, look, you can stay here if you want. And I said, no, I really want to go home. And so he said, okay, I'll take you home and I'll bring my wife with you so that you know that you're safe. Seriously. So what I'm saying is sometimes we have to say to our body something, not outside of us, but within. We need to sort of stop and just go, I'm safe. And whatever you need, what's coming to me really strongly about 5D anyway, is it's starting to rain, so I've really got to put the umbrella up. Whatever you need will come to you at the resonance of your heart. So when you state, I am safe, I am peaceful, whatever you need to remain in that state or to bring that state with you will come. But if you're doing it from the point of just your mind and sheer will, it won't work as effectively. But if you do it as just take a breath, feel your heart beating, feel your toes, whatever part of your body that you feel comfortable with, feel part of yourself, take a breath, and it will magnify something to you, draw it to you. So that's what I mean by the physical and the mental do work together to create reality, right? So on that, I'm going to close. I like these walk and talks. Actually, I always loved this park when I lived here because it's always green. They always do new plants and things in different seasons. There's a lovely cafe next to that lake thing. See? It's very nice, very, very calm, one could say. But as I said, a lot of anxiety around here. I think the reason I'm picking up on the anxiety is because even though these people don't talk about it or don't ask the question, like I said earlier, they feel it. And they're too scared to ask the question. And what I'm saying is, if you ask the question, the answer will come. Yeah? So anyway, I'm going to love you and leave you, and perhaps I'll have time to do another one tomorrow, and then I'm moving on. So lots of love for now. Bye. I just got to get my hands around getting this off. Bye for now.